Good morning, and thank you for joining me for this yoga morning flow. It is designed to help energize you and get you ready for the day ahead, and it should last approximately 25 minutes. So let's get started in child's pose.
Come to the end of your mat in a kneeling position, feet together, knees not too far apart. Walk your hands forwards, reaching and stretching out with your fingertips, forehead to the mat. Just sink down here, sink into your body, take some deep breaths and just get present, getting yourself ready for the practice. Then come into a tabletop position to do a cat-cow. Hands beneath shoulders, knees beneath your hips. Exhale, arch up. Inhale, drop the belly, look up. Exhale, push up like a Halloween cat, pushing into the mat. Inhale, drop the belly, hips up, head up. Exhale, round. Gripping firmly with your fingers. Inhale up, drop the belly, look up. Exhale, round the back, pushing active fingers. And inhale, look up. Exhale, round, open up the shoulders, open up the scapula. And then exhale, move around how feels good for you. You can move in circles with your hips one way and then the other way. And then we'll stretch the wrists, flip the hands so the fingers face your knees, moving gently forwards and backwards. And then the tops of the hands, flip your hands over, rock gently forwards and backwards to stretch the wrists. And then a quick fist and twist before you come into downward dog. So come onto your toes and just push your bottom up. That's all you're doing. You're lifting your bottom up. Drop the head between the shoulders and then lower the back heels to wherever you can. They don't have to come to the mat. If you like the feeling of walking out and alternating feet, you can do this, so bending one knee and then the other. Or you can keep the knees bent as shown here. The point is to work within your limit and where you feel comfortable, but still get the stretch down the whole back of your body. So the aim is chest towards the knees, heels towards the mat. Fingers are active. Take deep breaths in and out here. And then ripple forwards onto your knees if you like, or into a full plank. So you are pushing down through the mat with your hands and pushing out through your back heels. Your gaze is about 1 foot ahead of you and you're keeping your body in one straight line. So hips are up. Then when you're ready, either on your knees in half plank or you can stay in full plank. So knees is shown here. You will lower down, keeping your elbows close, or in full plank on your toes, and you'll still keep your elbows grazing your ribs, lowering all the way down to the mat. So place everything flat on the mat, the tops of your feet. Roll the shoulders back and down, and we're just going to lift slightly the front body without using the hands. So as you inhale, you lift the front body, look up, pushing down into the tops of your feet. and into your hips. And then push back into child's pose, again stretching the hands forwards. Rest here, then curl your toes under and push back up into downward facing dog. And rest here. Take a few deep breaths. Look forward and then walk your feet slowly to where your hands are. You can come up onto your fingertips. You can keep your knees slightly bent if you like, as you relax forward into a forward fold. You can grab opposite elbows to help with traction, as shown here. Or you can keep your knees bent, hands on the floor, chest on your thighs. You choose your option, wherever you feel is best today. Then place your hands either on the floor or above your knees. Keep a straight back, gaze forward for a halfway lift. Exhale, release everything, forward fold, then push through your feet and come up to rise. Arms swoop up above you, hands together, come back down into prayer at your chest. Stand here in a quasi-mountain pose. Roll the shoulders back and down. Inhale, arms sweep up, look up, hands come together. Then exhale, swoop down, hinge at the hips, forward fold. Inhale, halfway lift, hands on knees. Exhale, forward fold. And step back into plank. You can either do full plank, or as shown here, on your knees, half plank. Lower slowly as we did before. Elbows close to the body, come all the way down. Flip over your toes, inhale, look up. Curl the toes under, push back into child's pose. Rest here, curl the toes under, push up into downward facing dog. Stay here for a while, pushing your heels towards the mat. Letting your head hang in a relaxed position between your shoulders. Breathing deeply. Then look forwards between your hands and you can hop up to the top of the mat or walk. Then forward fold like you did before. Halfway lift, hands on knees, straight back. Exhale, forward fold. Inhale, bend the knees, push up to standing, arms swoop up, and then hands to chest. Then inhale, arms up, swoop down into a forward fold. Inhale, hands on knees, halfway lift. Exhale, step back into plank or into half plank. Lower all the way down. Lift up this time into up dog before pushing back into child's pose. Curl the toes under, lift back into downward dog. And stay here. As you can see, we're picking up the pace. We're going to do it again. So step up, feet between the hands, halfway lift. Exhale, forward fold, push to rise. Inhale, arms come up overhead, hands down to your heart. Take a moment. Roll the shoulders back and down, gazes forward. Pelvis is tilted up. Then inhale, arms come up and you sink back into an imaginary chair. If the arms are too much, then you can keep them slightly forwards or you can keep them wider. Otherwise, bring them to shoulder width apart and look up. The weight is in your heels. Toes are slightly lifted. Then forward fold, hinge at the hips, either with your knees bent or straight. halfway lift, look forward, forward fold, then jump back or step back to plank and lower down either in half plank or full plank. Slowly make your way all the way down without touching this time if you can, and the toes are over so you're on the tops of your toes, and look up in upward dog. Hold here, engage your kneecaps so your legs are lifted off of the mat. You're just on your hands and the tops of your feet. Then curl the toes under and move back into downward dog. Step the right foot forward this time. Swivel the back foot so it's facing the side of the mat. Come into crescent or warrior two. Arms come up overhead, shoulder width by the ears. Look up if you can. Then arms come to frame the front foot. Your right leg goes behind. You can either do full plank, half plank, or keep the leg lifted and move into upward dog, then push back into downward dog, and straight away left leg comes forward into warrior two or crescent. Swivel the right foot. Arms swoop up overhead, look up, keep that left knee engaged, and then place your hands on either side of the left foot. Come back into plank. Leg can be lifted, or you can do full plank or half plank. Lower down onto the tops of your feet and your hands into upward dog, and then push back into downward dog and rest here. Take some deep breaths. And then your choice, you can either walk your feet forwards or you can do a little jump. Come into a halfway lift, hands on knees, look forward, exhale, forward fold, push down through your feet, arms sweep up, back into chair briefly, and then push up to rise, hands to chest. Inhale, we'll do it again, sink down into chair, arms come up, exhale, forward fold. Inhale, halfway lift, hands to knees, straight back, gaze forwards. Jump back into plank, lower down, full plank or half plank, roll into upward dog. Push back into downward dog, straight away right foot comes forward into warrior two or crescents. Arms swoop up, look up. Inhale, exhale, hands come back down, move into plank. Lower all the way onto the tops of your feet and your hands into upward dog and hold here. Push back into downward dog. Left foot comes forward, final time, swivel the back foot. Arms swoop up, look up. Frame your front foot, swivel the back foot into plank. Lower yourself down, roll over onto the tops of your feet and come up into upward dog. Final time, back into downward dog. And hold here, stretching the backs of your legs, catching your breath a little. And then ripple forward into plank. You can lower down either in plank or in half plank, your choice. Come all the way down this time. Tops of your feet on the mat, your forehead on the mat, arms by your side. We're going to do Lotus, and we're going to start by lifting just the front body. So roll the shoulders back and down, inhale, and without using anything apart from your back muscles, you're going to look up and lift your body up. Inhale, look up, pushing into your feet, using just your back muscles. Exhale, rest your head. Inhale, lift your upper body, look up, hold, exhale, lower down. And rest. This time we're going to lift the upper body just a little more and rest. because this time we're going to lift the feet as well. So inhale, engage, lift your head and your legs, and hold and breathe. That's the hard part. Keep breathing, and then lower the legs and lower your head back onto the mat. Place your head on your hands as a pillow underneath your forehead, and just rest. And now we're going to move into bow pose. So lift your feet and grab your ankles. So you bent your knees and you lift your front body and push your feet and ankles into your hands as you gaze forwards. So it's not for everyone. You may want to try this just in baby steps, just a little bit at a time. Just hold for as long as you can and keep breathing as you do this pose. Opening up the front body, and then lower everything down. Lower the head and then release the feet and push back into child's pose as a counter pose. Take some deep breaths here, relax the back. And then we're going to come on to our knees to do a camel. You may want to fold the mat over if you need to. Otherwise, come onto your knees, support your lower back with your hands, and you can try reaching down to your feet and placing your hands on your heels. Otherwise, just keep your hands on your lower back and stay there. You choose your level. Engage your thighs. Don't just dump backwards. Think about going up and back. Engage your thighs and abs to bring yourself forward. And then come to rest in child's pose. Swing your legs to the side so that you can come to lie down on your back in preparation for bridge. Your feet want to be as close to your bottom as is comfortable. So your heels are in alignment with your hips, and you're going to curve your spine and lift it up slowly, pushing through the points of your hips. You're pushing through your toes, your big toes, and your feet. Your knees are not opening, and you're coming up onto your shoulders. Your head stays straight. Do not look left and right. Relax your eyes and forehead and breathe as you push up, engaging your glutes. And then exhale, lower everything very slowly back down and bring your knees in and hug your knees. And we'll do this again, another variation of bridge. So bring your feet back down, lift your hands over your head, place them palms facing up, shoulder width height on the floor behind you, and repeat, lifting very slowly into bridge, hips up, feet push down, opening up the shoulders. Then bring the hands back down and lower everything back down. And hug your knees in. Give yourself a little rock left to right to massage the spine. And one final time, bring the feet back down to do another variation of bridge. Push into the feet. Wriggle up onto your shoulders and clasp your hands beneath you if you can. Otherwise, just do the normal variation of bridge, pushing up through the hips, relaxing the face, the jaw, closing your eyes, feeling your front body opening up. And release your hands and lower everything back down. Hug your knees in. If you can't hug your knees, just hold each knee and bring them in as close as you can, just to counter pose. And then flex your feet and bring your knees towards your armpits. Some of us can reach our feet. If you can, grab the outer side of your feet, otherwise grab your shins and just pull down on your legs. So this is happy baby pose, and you can rock left to right, it's a beautiful massage for the spine. As you can see, I'm a happy baby, very happy baby there. And to try and deepen this pose, no matter where you're grabbing onto, try to bring the small of your back closer to the mat. Then relax fully, knees just hug in. Take a few breaths before we do our final pose, which will be a spinal twist. So relax here, grab onto opposite elbows, then extend the left leg, and we'll move into our final pose, a spinal twist. Hands come out shoulder height. Extend your arms, look to the right and drop your right leg to the left. So your knee comes down as far as it will go comfortably without lifting your shoulders off the mat. An easy spinal twist, and you just take some deep breaths here. And inhale, bring the leg back to center, swap legs. So extend the right leg, look over to your left and drop your left leg over to the right. So the knee comes down and your arms are still extended, palms facing down, shoulder height. Close your eyes and relax your lips. Let your jaw go loose, your tongue go loose. Bring the knees back to center, hug them both in. Extend the legs out, do a full body stretch up through the fingers, down through the feet. Place your hands by your side. Take a few moments to relax before rocking up to sitting. You can, of course, stay in Shavasana if you like. Otherwise, come up to sitting and just take a deep breath and see how you feel.
I hope you're feeling more energized after this session today. If you enjoyed it, please give it a like, give it a thumbs up, and subscribe to my channel so that you can get more flows like this and get your day off to a great start. I'll see you next time.